Hello, everyone, and welcome to the latest and greatest episode of Dialogue Tree, where I wish you could still make titles for the Google Docs. This is a video game podcast. My name is Ryan Smith, and I'm joined as why do I keep picking up my mic? And I am joined as always by Jordan. I almost said the lovely. That would have felt weird. I probably would have had to kill myself. Don't take that as...
Woo, that was... Okay, yeah. Hey, what's up? How's everybody doing out there?
I'm doing much worse now. Are you talking to them?
Oh, yeah, I genuinely know how you're doing.
Oh, I thought you were going to say I genuinely don't care. I genuinely just don't give a shit.
Some days. There are some days. What?
Not actually lovely.
It's okay. It's fine. I can't read lips.
We both know what I said in my heart.
In your heart. In your heart of hearts.
Okay. Is anything been... anything happened? It's been like 2 days since the last episode. It's always... No, it's not. Monday and Friday. Wait, Tuesday and Friday. It's 3 days. And Friday and Tuesday is 3 days as well. Or 4, depending on how you count the hours and stuff, 3 or 4 days.
I started building my Zoid again. That was fun until I couldn't find a piece that I was looking for. And I still can't find that piece. So
you wasted a bunch of money?
No.
Dang it.
I know it's one of the little sheet bracket things, whatever you want to call them. I just need to find it and figure out.
Are you sure? How do you miss something that's attached to the things you have?
I just guess I just haven't figured that out. Maybe I'm making it look different in my head than it looks on the diagram because I have to attach a piece and then put like a square, like a rectangle into a circle somehow. And I'm trying to find the piece that'll let me do that, but...
This is the thing that the instructions are in Japanese?
Correct, yeah.
Nice,
so
nice.
I'm just going off pictures and the occasional time lapse of someone doing it on YouTube and trying to
some copyright-free music on the in the background.
No, usually people just they
some Naruto.
No,
A and V in the background.
No, it's time lapse, so you just
Sasuke.
So you just hear the clipping noise of the plastic. So it just sounds
what?
Yeah, you know, like they use pliers and the needles.
I don't know literally anything about.
Okay, so
thank God I don't know anything about model making.
So on a model kit, you have the plastic things, and you got to cut out the things with pliers. And
you don't have to. I was a kid popping out bionicle parts like it was going out of state. It hurt really bad though.
Yeah. So if you don't want to hurt fingers, you use a pair of pliers, and you.
I was like too young to understand what pliers were.
I see. I understand. Yeah, but anyway, so I'm still looking for that piece, and I'll probably build some more on it later this week. And then maybe I'll just skip to the next page and build the next part. And then by the end of it, I'll find the piece I need and I can attach. It's just a little booster thing, so it's not like a big part of it. But
so it's not a...
No, it's not like I can't find a piece to attach.
That keeps it together.
No, it's literally just an aesthetic part.
It's just going to go, when you turn on the boosters, it's just going to go around in circles like
it's not going
like
to be
a dog chasing his tail.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it won't be able to go, the correct path. So that's really all I've been doing, really. That and working on subtitles still. So watching.
Oh, yeah. I just realized we did not. I don't know. I was pretty out of it at the end of last week's podcast. Did you plug?
I didn't plug it. I don't even think I put it in the show
notes.
No,
that was not last week. That was Tuesday.
Yeah. I don't even think I put it in the show notes or anything like that. But yeah, I've been watching a spooky anime for Spooktober. So getting my way through that, and hopefully it'll get spookier. So
right. Wow. Calling out the spooky anime. Mm-hmm. What you want to say what it is, or
what's it called? It's the Dusk Maiden of Amnesia. I think that's what it's called.
Why is she dust?
I don't know yet.
Is she really old and dusty, but she looks like a 12-year-old?
No.
Is she really old and dusty, but she looks like a 9-year-old?
She's really old and dusty and looks like a 15-year-old.
I mean, credit where credit's due. At least she's not 9.
Yeah.
Anything? Oh, me? Mm-hmm. I started playing Resident Evil 4. I've owned that game. I bought it for like $5 a few years ago, probably. That game controls really badly, like just like poop. I mean, I played the original Resident Evil. Of course, I played the remakes, but this plays even more. I think this plays much worse than the original. It doesn't have tank controls really. It has like halfway between tank controls and halfway between free roaming, like 360. It feels just like doo-doo to play. I hate it. I like the game, I think. I've put several hours into it, so I guess I don't hate it. If I hated it, I probably would stop playing it. It's got a lot of the same management systems as the first game, although there's way more bullets than in that game.
Okay, so you got more ammo to work with. You're not always running out of ammo.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons it seems like you use your gun to solve more puzzles than in the earlier ones.
Okay.
Which is, I guess, interesting. Like you shoot stuff to disarm traps. You shoot these emblems to get extra stuff in the shop. So that's interesting. They give you. I still ran out of ammo on my pistol, but I guess that's neither here nor there. I guess it is here nor there because you still have to manage your ammo. I guess I missed too many times, so I'm enjoying that. Besides the controls, it's still got the Resident Evil camp, which is nice. It's the setting, of course, as everyone knows, is very different. You're in this rural Spanish town instead of Raccoon City.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot that they changed the setting for that game.
It does have. It's not as spooky. It's not as just straight up scary. I mean, none of the games are really that scary, except for their atmosphere is what is so good about Resident Evil. They have moments, but I think overall it's probably less scary. Although I do like the atmosphere is still good. You still feel isolated since you're so far away from Raccoon City and you're in a different country across an ocean. So that's nice as well. I would definitely recommend it if you can get past the controls, which again are terrible. I think that it's a good game. I would be interested to see a remake for sure.
Okay,
with
nice.
Modern day Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil 2 and 3 remake controls.
What I was going to say, with better controls.
The visuals aren't that bad considering it's a 15 or 16-year-old game. That's interesting because actually today's episode is on remasters, remakes, and re-releases. So I guess that's a fun segue into that. I do recommend it though. So, like I said, literally 2 seconds ago, today's episode is going to be all about remasters, remakes, and re-releases. Now, I have written down what kind of I would define what separates the three. Jordan, you can chime in if you want to add anything. But I would say, of course, I've heard multiple people have multiple different definitions for these games. So I said that remake, it's been usually years since the game's original release. The graphics are usually at a much higher quality. Gameplay and story may or may not have changed significantly. Everything has just been upgraded. Where a re-release is basically what The Last of Us was to when they put The Last of Us on PS4. Although it's called Last of Us Remastered, they released that like a year later or something. And a remake is like a complete overhaul, I guess. Wait, no. Yes, sorry. I wrote that weirdly. Remake is like a complete overhaul, basically. Yeah, that's actually, no, that literally is what I said. I just wrote it very strangely.
Yeah, I definitely agree with...
Remaster, I'm sorry. Remaster is more small increments. The Last of Us actually might be a better remaster because it's a little bit... The graphics are updated. Wait, did I say remaster?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I actually was right. The graphics are better. The gameplay might be tweaked a little bit. And then, of course, a re-release is basically the exact same game. Pretty much go on the Switch and look up literally any game. That's a re-release.
Yes, these words are definitely interchanged in the industry a lot. A lot of people call re-releases remakes or remakes remasters.
But the terminology is basically, I guess it could be interchangeable. So if it's not what you call it, that's fine. I think we're going to be talking more about the concept.
Yes, yeah, most definitely.
So we'll probably, in fact, I wouldn't be surprised if I call it a remake, a remaster, and et cetera.
Oh, yeah, and I'm not
so on.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a good or bad thing one way or the other. I was just saying that it's definitely one of those things where some people lean onto that with like the Kingdom Come, the Kingdoms of
Amalur.
Yeah, the Kingdoms of Amalur.
Re-Reckoning.
Re-Reckoning.
So that's a remake, right? I don't know. What is it? It's definitely not a re-release.
It's not a re-release. It is
remaster. It's probably a remaster.
Yes, because they did work on it and build some stuff for it.
It's got big graphical updates, right?
Mm-hmm. Huge graphical updates, combat updates, some dialogue changes, some improvements for that. Still not the complete overhaul fans wanted, but you can never please everybody.
Apparently, it's not great, but they're planning on updating it or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm waiting for that, because I played the original probably 3 times.
What?
Yeah, for some reason I was really into that game.
Wow, that game did not sell well. No one knows about that game.
Yeah, I really liked that game, so it was cool to see that it was being remastered. I was going to get the collector's edition, but they sold out everywhere. I wasn't fast enough.
Apparently, wait. That's what I've heard. Wait to see if it gets. Did you buy it?
No.
Wait, you went from getting the collector's edition to just not buying it.
Correct. Yeah, because I'm doing the smart things. I'm looking up reviews, watching YouTube videos before I'm just like, here's some money. So.
Do you actually let that change your mind though, or do you just, if you're gonna buy a game, you just buy it? Like, oh man, I looked up reviews. It got 3s, so I'm satisfied and I'll buy it.
I'd say up until recently, I'd be just like, full on send it, just buy it when it comes to games. But now, contrary to what was going on before the podcast started, me debating on buying Dwarf, whatever it's called. But I realized... Dwarfheim, yes. I realized that game is in early access, and I don't want to buy another early access game as much as I did enjoy playing Interseas of Titan. So I'm going to wait.
But you don't play that anymore. You played that for like a week, right?
Yeah, probably about a couple weeks. So that's what I'm saying. I don't want to pay money for not a full game, and then just be out $20 or however much Dwarfheim was. Also, it wasn't as cool as the trailers made it seem after watching some gameplay on YouTube.
What are your thoughts about these in general? You think they're good or bad? I guess that's very black and white, but you can...
Yeah, I guess a blanket statement. Good, like the high standard of it, like that would be... that I would hold all of them to would be like re-releases. And I'll probably screw up explaining all of this.
Wait, what? Say that again in English.
Okay.
Or my English that I understand.
What I am currently trying to explain is the level of greatness that the Crash and the Spyro remakes, remasters, or whatever they're called.
I would call those remake is from the ground up.
Okay, yeah.
They had to build a new engine or something.
And that's what I was going to say. I guess kind of throughout this, we will definitely mess up calling one thing or the other. But for me, that's the standard I would hold games to, like how awesome the Spyro and the Crash remakes are, because they're so, they did so well with them. And then I guess if I had to kind of go down...
I'm not saying you don't have to tier list.
Okay.
There's no tier list. If I don't know, what the greatest game of all time was re-released, and then the poo-poo game of all time was remastered, that doesn't...
Fair enough.
There's no these aren't tiered. I wasn't asking you to do a tier list.
Got it. I like this, though. I like being able to play games I enjoyed earlier in life on a new console or just with better graphics. it's nice. It's refreshing. It does dial into the nostalgia some. And if they do it right, and it's not just oh man, we can remaster this or tweak it or something. We can tweak this and then put it out and we can make some money. If it's not obviously a crash grab and they actually put
cash grab.
It's not obviously just one of those where like, oh man, we can make some quick money. And it's like not crappy, it's enjoyable. It's, if it's done well, I think it's a good idea. If it's done bad, obviously no.
Well, I don't think that makes it a bad idea. I think that makes it a bad implementation. It was done poorly. But I agree that at the top, I guess this is kind of a stupid question, although I do think that some people probably think that these should be given away for free or something because it's an old game. I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think that, of course, if they're done well, it's good. If they're done bad, it's bad. I think that recently we have been getting a ton of these over the past 2 or 3 years, and I think they've been done really well. Especially, weirdly enough, the Activision, they do Crash, Spyro, and Tony Hawk. So weirdly enough, the Activision owned IP have been done very, very well with a lot of respect. I think Tony Hawk's Pro Skaters 1 and 2 remaster is amazing, or remake, whatever. I'm already doing it. I think that, like you said, Spyro, I haven't played the Spyro and Crash ones, but they look fantastic. Another one I mentioned earlier, Resident Evil, Capcom has been doing amazing pretty much in every category lately, but the Resident Evil 2, especially 2, but also 3 remasters, remake, whatever.
Yeah.
They are both fantastic.
Oh yeah, the fact that it reignited like the fire in old Resident Evil fans as well as brought in a whole new generation to play Resident Evil, superb job. Like they are insanely done. You can tell they really put the time and the energy and the money in to make those games superb, which is really sweet to do and see. It is interesting to see how many of these we're getting though. It seems like every year there's a remake or remaster or re-release of something.
Oh man, there's more than one. I think that last year that Ni no Kuni, Catherine, and Zelda Link's Awakening all got re-released or remastered?
Yeah, I believe so, if I remember right. Yeah, it was definitely that year. And granted, I haven't played Catherine, but from what I've seen, they did a good job with the re-release, and Link's Awakening looks stellar.
Yeah, Link's Awakening is great. I think as I haven't finished Ni no Kuni, I feel like a son of a bitch for not doing that. But I did beat Link's Awakening and Catherine. I think I like Catherine better as a whole, but Link's Awakening is excellent. It has a little bit of stuttering sometimes and performance issues, but not really much. But I think that the art style is adorable and very, very fun and vibrant to look at, the claymation type stuff. I think that the story is also very cute with Marin, and at the beginning and end of the game, there's almost watercolor anime-esque art cutscenes that are both fantastic.
Nice, that's awesome. Even speaking of Nintendo, I was thinking about the Super Mario All-Stars collection they did.
Oh yeah, those are re-releases.
Yeah,
that's I didn't think about that. Those are definitely re-releases with a little bit of tweaks here and there.
Little tweaks in there.
I think that those 3 games are all fantastic, although I think that they definitely could have added more than nothing. That would have been nice.
Yes, yeah, they could have given me a little bit more, especially, granted, I know for them to remaster 64 with a new, better camera would have been too much time and money, or not give me cross eyes when I'm using the camera on Galaxy. That'd be nice too.
Cross eyes?
I'm not actually getting cross eyes. I'm just saying that the camera.
What's wrong with the camera in Galaxy?
Sometimes it acts stupid.
I haven't noticed that, but I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. Sometimes you just want it to go a different direction, and it just won't. It just can't do it, and you're like, all right, I accept it. I'm fine with it. But all in all, those are awesome re-releases, remakes. Well, I guess re-releases with a sprinkle of remake on top.
I would say that where these things are really big and where they thrive is definitely consoles.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, stuff's always thrown on PC and such, but the fact that you can play these awesome titles on your Switch, or, you know, if you carry around your PS4, you know, while you're going about, you know, I guess that's the thing too. But it is really sweet to be able to play these games from previous generations, or you just sometimes different.
A lot of times you were too young.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it is really nice.
Or you weren't born.
Yes, that's also true.
What are the chances that if Half-Life was on console, if a console exclusive or something, that it would be remastered by now?
Oh man, you're right. Oh man. Oh.
I'd say just about 100%.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Oh, that'd be so cool. Oh, then I wouldn't have to play the fan-made version.
I've seen pictures and videos. That does look pretty cool.
Yeah.
What's it called?
I think it's just.
One of them's no, they have names.
Yeah.
Or at least one of them does.
Yeah, they have multiple.
Black Mesa isn't Black Mesa a remaster or something?
Yeah, it is. There's multiple Half-Life remasters. I think the main good one, in my opinion, is Black Mesa. It looks pretty fun and good. But I played the original.
You just don't really see remakes and you see remakes released on PC because they're so from the ground up. But PC has, you know, a vibrant modding community, so people have actually acted and reacted negatively to re-releases and stuff. But like whenever Dark Souls Remaster was released on PC, people actually got mad because they replaced the original Dark Souls on Steam with Dark Souls Remastered. People were leaving, you know, bad reviews to respond and the like.
Yeah, I can definitely see how that's a problem. If you, I don't see how it's that big of a deal if, you know, for them to just have two separate, you know,
I think the remaster was more expensive or something.
Gotcha. Okay, so they wanted, you know, the more money, which, you know, I get, but I definitely could see how that would enrage people if you just wanted
everything enrages people.
Yes, that's true. I can definitely see if you just wanted to play the non-remaster version of a game. Because,
well, if you already had it, they didn't take it away from you.
I know that.
I just wanted to make that clear.
Yes, but basically, I get if people wanted to play the original version of the game because it played better and it functioned better than the remaster, I could understand that.
And it didn't do any of that. It's just people had made mods, I think, that fixed the stuff. Or most of the same stuff that the remaster fixed, but they didn't charge for the mods. So now, if you wanted those upgraded assets and stuff, you had to pay for it.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense.
But see, go ahead.
I was gonna say that. Yeah, that could definitely, you know, put some frowny faces on people. Just, you know. Really.
Yeah, definitely. I could see that. Like I said, everyone gets mad now. But I think that, at least for me, as someone who hadn't played the original Dark Souls and didn't have a PS3 anymore, it was a good thing because now I can play it on my anywhere.
Yeah, most definitely. That is a really good thing, and
I think that got a lot of people in the Dark Souls probably.
Oh yeah, most definitely. That's one of the series that's just, it's so big and it's branched off and created so many different games and everything. And I honestly think, that now there's a Souls-like. That's what you call them, right?
Yeah, Souls-like. It's a genre for sure.
I would say there's a Souls-like for everybody. I mean, heck, I hated Sekiro because I couldn't, for some reason.
When?
That, yes. Yeah, for some reason my brain and thumbs just couldn't connect and I couldn't play Sekiro, so I dropped it. But
if you played it anything like you play Smash,
oh man, yeah,
I can understand.
Yep.
But this kid literally broke his GameCube controller.
It's not broke.
That he bought specifically for Smash.
It's not broken.
It doesn't work properly.
The B button just is flush with the controller.
I mean, technically, if I dig the B button out of the plastic every few minutes.
Yeah. I for some reason, I guess when I was a kid, I just somehow programmed it into my body. The harder you push the button,
I think most 5-year-olds think that.
Well, apparently it's still in my body, so gotta
exercise that out like a demon.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get some salt. But
I've got plenty of that. Just let me go play Smash.
But yeah, there's basically a Souls-like for everybody nowadays, and what got me into Souls-like, because I could not play Sekiro, just can't do it. I don't think I'll ever go back and play that game as cool as it is. Code Vein actually got me into the, Souls-like games.
Okay. I wouldn't say that you're into the Souls-like games.
After just playing one of them,
What does this have to do with the remakes, remasters, and re-releases, though?
so since I've played a Souls-like game,
A month ago.
No, it was in August. Okay, it was last month. You're right. Damn it. Okay, so since I recently played a Souls-like game, and they're
You sound like someone going to post something on Reddit. As a newly indoctrinated Souls fan, I can proudly admit that I have actually beaten all 3 Souls games just by beating the Weeaboo version.
I just know how this particular community is, and I do not want their wrath upon me. So, I think that the remake of Demon Souls looks amazing.
Ah, I see.
And there is a part of me that wants to try it out and play it, even though I know I will probably utterly be destroyed in that game.
Everyone gets destroyed in these games. That's one thing you got to know. When you're getting your ass handed to you in Sekiro, everybody, the best players in the world, the people who will do no-hit runs are gonna get their butt kicked. That's just how it works when you're learning the systems of the game.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
You're gonna get your ass handed to you when you play the Demon's Souls remaster. No, that's a remake. I'd say that's a remake. It has really upgraded sound and visuals. The gameplay looks like it's been messed with for good or bad. And I think that the bites look like they might have been changed to some extent, whether that's through the actual mechanics of the fight or the arenas, at least visually. So I think that's definitely, I would call that a remake.
Yeah, most definitely.
It's a new engine.
It looks incredible. And at first I was like, oh man, this looks cool. And I was like, oh, it's Demon Souls?
Demons. DEMONS SOULS.
Demons.
And there's an apostrophe somewhere in there.
Okay.
I think it's Demons *S Souls.
Gotcha. So Demons Souls.
It's dumb, but apparently it has plot significance.
Oh, okay, cool.
I still didn't close the son of a bitch. I think it's just gonna stay there.
Fair enough. Yeah, this game definitely looks polished and interesting enough to make a novice like me interested in the series, which is pretty sweet.
I think that the Demon's Souls is it's a good example of a good candidate, really prime candidate for a remake, son of a bitch. I think that it is over 10 years old. It has not aged well graphically. A lot of people didn't play it. It's on an old system that, it's so, okay, the PlayStation 3 sold incredibly well. 80-something million units, I think, despite popular belief. But it'll be 2 generations old. I mean, I think that it is a prime candidate. And then you put it in the hands of a good studio like Bluepoint that remade Shadow of the Colossus. Yes. They remade Shadow of the Colossus, which is an
incredible remake.
Yeah, everyone who played that remake, I didn't. I really heard only good things, though.
Oh, yeah, I loved Shadow of the Colossus. The original and the remake, it was awesome.
Did they fix the control? I always heard that Shadow of the Colossus had really doo-doo controls.
Yes.
And that they might have fixed it. Did they? Do you know?
They made it less suicidal.
Okay.
Where you're just not so angry because you died because of the controls.
I'm going to start a campaign to get Bluepoint to make Resident Evil 4 remake.
Okay. I'd love to see that because just from the ground up, this new Shadow of the Colossus remake, holy crap. Just comparing it graphically, insane, amazing journey.
A lot of people think that Sony should buy Bluepoint and make them a port and remake studio.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're clearly very good at it. They've added a ton of new details to Demon's Souls. I feel like I have to... Demon's Souls...
You gotta pause while saying it to get in all the letters.
I don't want to get emails. But actually, it's Demon's Souls.
Listen, buddy.
And then I'm going to see on the news somebody killed themselves. I'm just going to know.
Okay, yeah. I would love to see...
I'm going to smile.
Oh, okay. I would love to see Sony buy Bluepoint, though. Why not? They'd be cool.
I don't know if they need to, but it is really cool. They've had 2 exclusive remakes in the past couple of years. I think they're really good at it.
Oh yeah, most definitely. It's they're doing a bang up job. It's a good year for this, though. I am curious to what kind of. I want to call it R squared now, just to.
R squared. You don't have to keep saying remake, rematch. They'd be cubed, by the way.
Damn it, you're right. Listen. Anyway, so I am curious about what we're gonna see in 2021, like this particular topic wise. I don't know.
We're gonna see more re-releases on the Switch, and we're gonna in 2022. I think I would not be surprised at all to get a Resident Evil 4 remake. It'll be a remake.
How long before they rebundle the Kingdom Hearts collection?
A couple years.
Kingdom Hearts Final Mix.
Well, it's not on actually. Probably next year or the year after.
Yeah, I was going to say it's soon.
It's on the PS3. It's on the PS4, and I'm sure it'll be on the next generation as well.
Oh yeah, it's coming up for one. Some kind of stupid name. Kingdom Hearts Final Mix 3.95, whatever.
3.9. Yeah, that sounds about like them. I do think if we want to move a little bit to the re-release side, I think that Nintendo is kind of the masters of this.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Especially this generation with the going from Wii U, which sold like 15 million units or something, to the Switch.
I thought you were going to be like the Wii U that sold 15 units. What? How's Nintendo still a company?
It sold closer to 15 units than the PlayStation 4 sold to 15 million.
Yeah. Yeah, Nintendo does do a really good job of just being like, surprise.
The problem is, okay, so I've got a small list. You know, they re-released Xenoblade Chronicles, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, The Last of Us. Nope, that's wrong. Dang it, I just leaked the information.
That's amazing.
No, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, Xenoblade, Pikmin is coming out next month, I want to say. I know there's more.
I really think it's cool that Pikmin is coming to the Switch. I only played a little bit of the first one, and I was like, "This is kind of."
You have to play 1 and 2 first.
I know. Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, I know.
I am thinking about buying it. I haven't played Pikmin 1 or 2 since the GameCube, but the new one, quote unquote new one, looks very pretty and very fun.
Oh yeah, it's definitely one of those interesting games where I was like, "This is." One, weird enough to be a Nintendo game, and two, I guess I'm a space alien slave trader now.
Okay, so the plot of Pikmin is, I don't know about Pikmin 3, but Pikmin 1 and 2, you're this dude named Olimar, like the guy from Smash, and you are coming down you're an alien that's visiting Earth, and maybe humans used to be on there because there were like weird batteries and tennis shoes and stuff laying on the ground, and you use that, take it back to your home world and sell it, or make it, use it to make parts for ships and stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like an RTS where you have to manage your Pikmin. Different Pikmin do different things. You command when to go over here. Some can swim, some are stronger than others, and then you, I guess, try to don't let them die. Would be a big part of the game.
Yes, that'd be really good. This list I was trying to look up is not very good.
Mario Kart 8, is that the newest one?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a re-release.
Really?
Yeah, that was a Wii U game.
Huh. Well, they sure as hell marketed it like it was a new game.
Did they?
To
you
me,
didn't know that it came out on the Wii U. I'm sorry.
No, remember I wasn't a Wii U boy. I was a Wii.
Yeah, no one was.
No. It's I did for a small point in my life before the Switch was a thing, debate getting a Wii U so that I could play Splatoon with people, and then I never did. Thankfully,
I had a Wii U. I got the Splatoon /Smash pack, but I didn't have internet, so I don't know why I got that pack. I didn't have good internet, good reliable internet.
It came together in a bundle? That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really sweet.
And then a couple years later, ended up selling it. Actually, no, I did have internet. I did have decent.
I thought you were going to be like, actually, I still have it.
We didn't have good internet, but it was okay. No, I don't have it. I sold it to get my Switch.
Smart.
I wish I hadn't, because now they're worth a lot more money.
Oh, damn.
But I think that only the unboxed ones are worth more money.
Yeah. It
would be kind of cool if I had an unopened one, but it's really not that big of a deal.
Yeah. One thing that I haven't played this game, but it is on the list, which made me think, actually, I have played this game. I tried helping you beat a boss, which I did not do a good job of. Donkey Kong, or as Ryan wrote it, Donkey Long Tropical Freeze.
My bad.
I love.
Did it? No, it did. It's weird.
It probably auto.
K and L are right beside each other. That's probably why.
I love the Donkey Kong games so much. They are so good. And I know, as a Donkey Kong fan, that Tropical Freeze is highly regarded.
Oh, it's amazing. It is a very difficult game. I imagine it's probably around the same difficulty as Crash, although I haven't played those games in a very long time, but I know people say that they're difficult platformers. But it's really good, don't get me wrong. But I think it's probably almost the exact same game that was on the Wii U. And the problem with the re-releases for Nintendo is that them bitches is $60 and them bitches is staying at $60.
You're not wrong. Holy crap. Nintendo never has a sale. I think the whole time that I've had a Switch, which has been a while now, I think I've only seen Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze go on sale once. And I think it was for not even like a full $5 off. I think it was like $3. Something's absurd.
Something, yeah, it's small and insignificant. Mm-hmm. I've seen Donkey Kong for sale on the UK for like 50% off.
Wow.
And then I have seen Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle Plus or whatever. Mm-hmm. I've seen that on sale multiple times for like $30 or $40. Which that's really amazing for a Nintendo first party game.
Oh yeah, I am always amazed when Nintendo first party titles are on sale. You know, even $5 off. I'm like, wow, that's impressive. I think the thing they're coming out with now, or maybe it's out already. They're doing a bundle that's a decreased price where you can get the Pokemon game and the expansions together for some money off. I don't know how much, but it saves people. It saves people a little bit of money, which is good.
Yeah, they really don't do that. I'm sure whenever they re-release Wind Waker, which I would guarantee you that they'll do, that will be $60 and it'll stay at $60.
Oh yeah,
but until the Switch becomes the Switch 2, and then they'll report it to the Switch 2, and it'll be 60 or 70. They might start putting stuff up to 70, but what the hell? Now Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze is $70.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm sure. Man, that's going to suck. I mean, it's not going to suck. Like, I get it. I understand why they have to do it. But damn, it doesn't mean I have to be happy about it. It is definitely going to be one of those things you're going to have to get used to.
What do you think the price should be on these things, though?
On, like, just all these in general?
Yes.
I think it would be a hard thing to do. But honestly, I think it should come down to it's going to sound stupid, but the amount of work they put in. You know, if I thought you were getting ready for like a rebuttal. It looked like
I'm just making a weird face.
It looked like you were powering up, just like,
oh man, I'm gonna destroy this.
I'm gonna destroy this whole man's career.
I'm about to destroy this man's career.
Yeah. So obviously, if they do like no work on it at all, it's literally just a bloop. This is now on the Switch, $60. You know, I think they could. I think they could at least bump it down to $50. You know, and if they do like a graphical improvement or whatever, keep it at 60. And if they completely redo it from the ground up, 65 or 70, you know?
You're not going to see any $65 games.
I know.
I think that I would love, and I don't want to say should, because saying should makes it sound like they should be made to do it. But it would be nice if Nintendo, you know what, screw it. Nintendo should make their Wii U games $40 or $50. There's no reason that this 5-year-old game needs to be $60. It's stupid and dumb, and I know Nintendo has this weird thing about reducing their quality, not quality, but the perception of the quality of their IP. But it's just it's silly to get. I think the Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze is. I might be like 7 years old now, and it's still $60.
Yeah. Nintendo has this thing of, we're Nintendo, people will buy our stuff, and we don't need to change our prices. And
yes, they're going to re-release every game that they make. They're the kings of re-releases and remasters.
Oh, yeah.
Not so much remakes. But
Yes.
re-releases and remasters, they are the absolute kings of. They've been doing it for years and years. They're going to continue to do it. They remade, of course, the Pokemon Company, Game Freak, etc. They remade, I guess you call it a remake, Pokemon Leaf Green and Fire Red. Those are remakes. I didn't think about this when I was a kid. Those are remakes of the original Pokemon game.
Yeah.
So of course, Soul Silver and
Heart Gold.
are remakes of the whatever you want to call it of the second generation, and they're still doing that.
And you could even kind of throw in the third when they were doing third series games, Emerald.
Third series games.
I don't know what they're called.
What are you, British?
No, I just couldn't think of the actual terminology for the third game.
That's not an argument. That's a fact. That was a remake. Yeah.
Yeah, Emerald. Nintendo is
Oris. I think people call it Oris. Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire.
Yeah, those and such. Yeah, Nintendo's a genius when it comes to this, and they're gonna keep on doing it because everybody got that Nintendo drug.
Yeah, and a lot of those, especially the Pokemon games, I think that those deserve to be full price because they do have a lot of work. They have new sprites put into them. They have added dialogue. Sometimes they have added Pokemon, added internet capabilities, etc., and so on.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
But I think that remakes, all these are very good candidates for having multiple price tiers. I know Ni no Kuni, I think, was $40, $45.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I've seen that on sale here and there for $30 and $35.
Oh man, you can get all these on sale except for Nintendo.
Yeah,
a lot of times for good prices. The Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 remakes, fantastic from the ground up remakes. Clearly, they did a ton of work. They had to get permission from individuals and from bands, which is very difficult.
Yes.
And that game is $40, I want to say.
Yeah. As a fan of the Last of Us 1, I didn't play the original, but the remake is amazing. I love the remake.
Well, it's the same game as on PS3.
Well, they did a damn good job. I was grateful that I didn't have to lug out my PS3.
That should have been $60 because it came out the month before on PS3.
Yeah. I think I ended up getting mine, luckily, on some kind of stupid sale for like $20 or something. It was pretty.
And then going back up to what I think should be a AAA price is, especially Resident Evil 2, but I think that Resident Evil 3, I know a lot of people complained that game shouldn't have been $60, but the game, people were talking about how it took them barely any time to beat it. I think that was an exaggeration. I don't think the Resident Evil games have ever been very long. The longest one that I think 4 is probably going to be the longest that I end up playing. Although I'm not sure, that's just what I've read on howlongtobeat.com.
I can definitely agree with that.
But I mean, there's so much work put into these.
Yes, and I definitely get where people are coming from with that. When I say I get it, I don't necessarily mean I agree with it. I definitely see where people are coming from with that when they're coming from, a Last of Us or a Horizon or a longer game, and they jump into a Resident Evil. Either like, oh man, this didn't take me any time to beat. It's like
it took me 6 or 7 hours, probably 7.
Yeah,
plus hours to beat Resident Evil 3.
And honest to God, I don't think I want to play a 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 hour Resident Evil game. I think I would lose my damn mind.
I would, especially Resident Evil 3, you fight the same guy, and you do the same thing in Resident Evil 2, really. But you fight the same guy a lot. So by the 8th time you fight the guy, you're kind of ready to kill this stupid piece of shit.
Yeah, I definitely get that.
I don't want to have to fight him 10 more times.
Yeah, it definitely gives me the feeling of, by the last boss in Shadow of the Colossus, granted you're not fighting the same Colossus over and over, but by the end of it, you've been through all this shit, all these people, or Colossus, whatever you want to call them.
Colossi.
There you go. And you're just like, finally, I'm here. I'm going to do what I got to do. And this motherfucker's going to die.
Yeah, I think that's how long games should be could probably be a topic all on its own, but time is a factor here. About how long do you think that it should be before? This isn't so much a thing on re-releases, although, of course, you can talk about it if you want, but how long do you think it should be before these games, people start to look at them and think, maybe these should be re-released?
I think...
Or remastered, remade, whatever.
I think if a new generation, a new console, a new iteration of whatever they're on, like the next generation console is out, if it's out, I think if it's been out 6 months, they should start thinking about it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I could see that. Damn. I could see that if the game came out early in the prior generation's life cycle. Like The Last of Us remaster came out when 2013
Yes.
or something like that. When the PS5 comes out, that'll be 6, 7, 8 years since that game was made. So making a remaster, which this is a bad example because they're not going to, but making a remaster for that, something like that, if it needed it, would make sense. I think Resident Evil 5. Some people are saying that it hasn't been that long. The game doesn't look bad. The game doesn't look bad at all. It plays awful. And I think that's another big factor is how the game feels to control. Some games have just aged poorly in that department just as much or more than visually.
Most definitely. I wouldn't say that I wouldn't say, oh man, it's been 2 years since this console.
I think that like 5 years minimum. Because if it's before that, you probably can buy the game now.
That's what I was going to say. That goes into what I was going to say on how if it's harder to access, like say people don't want to go buy a PS2 or whatever the console is, they should have a way for people to be able to play this game. If
they don't want people to go online and illegally download it, then there should be a way for people to go. This could be another topic, about ROMs and stuff. But there should be a way to buy,
whatever game it is. Yes,
Piano on GameCube. I think that's what they.
Is it called Piano?
Or did that game ever get released?
I can't help you.
There should be a way to buy Earthbound 3, Mother 3 or whatever, in America legally, or Nintendo should not get mad when people illegally download it.
I should be able to buy the Golden Sun games on Switch, damn it. I don't even want you to change anything about them. Just let me play them on the damn Switch.
That would be nice. I mean, I think that while Nintendo re-releases a lot of games, they have so many in their back catalog that Capcom does this a lot too, with the Mega Man games.
Damn it, Capcom,
as well.
Give me fucking Battle Network.
I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about how they would love to have Battle Network on the Switch. That'd be amazing. Even on the PS4 or the PC.
I don't even need all 6 of them.
There's 6?
Yes.
Nani?
Yeah, yes. There are so many. And then they branched off and did Star Force or whatever it's called. They did 2 of those.
Let's just stop
and
it.
then yeah.
I can't handle a side game.
Yeah, I would love to see Mega Man Battle Network again because damn, those games are fun.
I think that I really, really I think that the price, go back to the price for just a second. No, I don't need to go back to the price. We talked about how I think the main thing is that they should be at multiple tiers.
Yes.
A game like Ratchet and Clank several years ago now, it was a remake of the original. That game looked amazing, by the way. If they had said $60, I would have paid it gladly in a heartbeat. But I think it was $40.
Oh yeah, I remember that game. I think
it's fantastic. It was amazing.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
I think that I don't know if I ever beat the original Ratchet and Clank as a kid, because half the time I think I just put the games down. I played all 3. I don't know why I didn't beat the first one. I beat the second and third one. I don't know why I didn't beat the first one until the remake thing came out. But
I know we're already getting a new Ratchet and Clank game for the PS5, and I'm not going to ask for a new Jack and Dexter game, but I would really love to see a re-bundle
of Jack and Daxter.
Yes, that'd be awesome.
Not Dexter.
Daxter.
It's
Daxter.
Well, can you say Daxter?
Daxter.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're not the only person I know that says Dexter.
Yeah, I know it's not.
Makes me want to kill myself.
I know it's not Dexter.
It's been a very suicide-heavy episode.
Yeah, it's... Listen, man.
There is help.
Yes.
Just don't want it.
Fair enough. Yeah, money's a thing, man. Money is important, so is time. And
I know what the hell. I thought you were talking...
Oh, no. I'm not talking about suicide anymore. I'm talking about video games and prices and time. People don't want to pay... People are not going to pay $70 for Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze when the price goes up. Nintendo's like...
Yes, they will.
Yes,
they will. Yes, they will.
Oh, man. Yeah.
It
doesn't mean that it's right, though.
But they will.
Yes. I mean, people got the Nintendo bug, okay? Nintendo has people by the balls.
Listen, I love capitalism. I'm a capitalist at my heart, baby. I know a lot of you game industry pussies don't like capitalism, but baby, I'm all about it. Okay? You make a good damn product and it sells. Or you get unlucky and it doesn't sell. But if you're Nintendo, it does sell. And if the market speaks. The market speaks. If people are willing to pay $70,
yeah, vote with your money.
then they are gonna charge $70. But you talked about a little bit about Jak and Daxter being remade. I don't care about Jak and Daxter at all, really. I don't think that Naughty Dog will ever make another Jak and Daxter. I could see PlayStation hiring another studio to make a new Jak and Daxter, Naughty Dog is certainly not going to remake Jak and Daxter.
No.
That would be mind-boggling.
It would.
I could see somebody remaking it though. Maybe I would be much more interested in a new. We're already getting a new Ratchet and Clank, but I would be much more interested in seeing. Also, I don't know if it's available on the PS4, but you can play the Jak trilogy on PS3. They released a collection.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I think they released a collection of all three of the PS2 era PlayStation platformers.
And I can get it on Vita, which is pretty nice.
Boom.
And I have a PS3. It's not like I don't own one.
Oh, son of a... Yeah, go play it there.
I do own one. It's just not plugged up.
I played I remember on the PSP Daxter game.
That was fun.
I remember that.
I like that one.
But I would much rather see a Sly Cooper. I would love to see a fifth Sly Cooper game. Or a Sly Cooper remake might even be better.
The Vita one wasn't bad. Now, granted,
you're talking about the trilogy? That's on PS3 as well.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, that makes sense.
Also, I'm pretty sure that if you had bought the one on PS3, it might have come with the Vita one.
I think so. They did that with a lot of games.
That might have been. I think that might have been the fourth one. I'm not sure about the
Maybe.
trilogy.
I can't remember. I know that with irrelevant information, but PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, since I got it on PS3, I got a free Vita version. It was pretty sweet.
Yeah, they did that with
a lot of
They
stuff.
did that with a decent amount of PS. I think they were all first-party games that they did that with. Dude, part of me wanted to try playing Genshin Impact with my Vita with the remote play.
Ooh, that'd be interesting.
But PS4, you do crossplay with PC and phone on PS4 for some reason to do with email.
Interesting.
So I was just like, I don't want to start over. Even though I'd only played the game for a couple hours at that point. No, I'm not about that life.
That's fair enough. I definitely see that. That would be really cool though, to be able to crossplay that.
You have any more remakes / re-releases / anything you'd like to see?
No, not really. We keep getting new. I'm trying to think.
Man, I've got at least one big one.
Yeah. I was gonna say Pac-Man, but we keep getting new
Pac-Man.
I like Pac-Man.
But yeah, everyone likes Pac-Man, but why do you need a re-release?
Well,
a remaster.
I was gonna say I don't, because there's versions.
New Pac-Mans all the time
on my phone. I think there's a new one that you can. It does Pac-Man based on your geolocation or something with the town.
Don't buy that. No, don't play that. Just play Pac-Man. Just play regular Pac-Man.
Yeah, you're right. I'm trying to think of like childhood games that I would like to have remastered. You know what? Honestly, I would honestly.
I want to get Earthbound in Skyrim's. You remember when people used to say that used to be the go-to thing? I want to see Pokemon with Skyrim's graphics.
Yeah.
I used to say that when I was 15 or however old I was.
I would really, really enjoy the Golden Sun games to be remastered. However they want to do it.
Would you rather them just re-release them, or would you actually like to see
either or, really? Because I think they're masterpieces the way that in their original GBA form, and even the 3D, and even the Nintendo DS version. I think it wasn't as good as the other two, but it was still a fun game. I think people would still be able to enjoy those games today, and so I guess I'm trying to think of other games that I think I would enjoy being released that way. I can definitely not speak to Xbox because
Halo, baby. The Master Chief Collection just came out on Steam.
Yeah, I was gonna say that just came
Fable.
out.
Oh man, I would love to see Fable. Actually,
Ooh, that'd be cool.
They need to add that to PC Game Pass.
Actually, I'm probably the only person on Earth that would want this.
Grab by the ghoulies. Hell yeah, baby.
Twisted Metal.
You're definitely not the only person.
Yeah, I
don't want it. I don't care about Twisted Metal.
I'd love to see a Twisted Metal.
Just go play that new weird luchador Fortnite game.
What?
With Rocket Car.
Did that come out?
No, and it's not going to be good when it does.
Dang it. Oh man, I want to play that.
You can play it. It's not going to be good.
The Rocket Arena game is not good.
No.
You see where Crucible got killed?
Yeah, I laughed.
Yeah, it was, yeah. I'm really glad I didn't give them any money.
Oh, Pokemon games, Jordan. Would you not like to see all the... I want to see the Pokemon games re-released on Switch, and I want to see more remade in the style of...
Okay, so you want...
I want to see Generation 4 remade.
Okay, fair enough. But yes, yeah, that's definitely, yes. Give me every single Pokemon game on the Switch.
As is.
As is.
And then remake them all as well.
That's a big ask.
Don't remake... You've already remade the first 3. Don't go back and remake 1, 2, and 3 in the style of Sword and Shield. Because that'd probably just piss me off anyway. Yeah. But, yeah, remake Gen 4. Why not? Give it...
Yeah.
Generation 4 really turned me off. The graphics, I'm like, what in the hell is going on? I really hated them at the time. And I loved, Generations 1 through 3 so much.
Oh, yeah.
And I played 4 and 5, but I didn't beat either one of them.
Really?
Or 6. Wait, 6. Which one is 6? I still don't know what generation we're on now. So
7.
No, we're on like 9 or 10.
Fuck, you're right. Damn it. Yeah, I get lost in it sometimes. I can combine them all together, especially since I skipped Sun and Moon.
I would love to see all those. I would love to see, Metroid Prime collection on Switch, and I'd also like to see, of course, a remaster. I think as far as re-releasing and upraising it with, I think that there are a metric ton of games from the late 90s and up to the mid to 2000s that I would love to see.
Yes, Conquer's Bad Fur Day.
There you go. I mean, you can play it right now on Game Pass, but
I know. I want it on the
I want it
Switch.
hyper-realistic squirrels.
I want real squirrels?
I just want a game where squirrels just run around and pooping and dressed up in like Keanu Reeves.
Yes. I want Keanu Reeves and squirrels.
A lot of those rare games you can play, though, on Rare Replay.
Yeah.
Although it's not on PC
I want
Game Pass.
I want Rare Replay released on everything. I want it on my damn phone. I'll pay $20.
You can play it on your phone with Game Pass Ultimate.
I know. I don't want to pay for Game Pass Ultimate,
Wow.
I know. I'm stingy.
Talk about
I'm stingy.
a cheap piece of...
I'm stingy. I gotta keep spending my money on G Fuel, man.
That's true. You do spend an obscene amount of money on G Fuel. Not a sponsor, still. But Jordan just keeps on throwing him money.
I haven't bought any of the Phase X stuff yet.
Yeah. I like how you said yet.
I gotta see what the flavor profile is. All they've said is pole or something, and I'm like, I might be out on that, man. I might not like it.
Jordan, you might not like it, but you're gonna buy it.
Yeah.
I know it's...
Yeah. We all have our diseases.
This is a disease. Jordan has a disease. He buys G Fuel and bad games.
Yeah, help me, please. No, there's no help.
All right, there's no help. I can't have you drag me down into the abyss.
There's no help. There's no hope.
Just drink alcohol instead.
Just because you like drinking alcohol every day doesn't mean you're an alcoholic.
No comment.
Any other games you want to see remade?
Yes,
remastered?
every single game between 1997 and 2007.
Damn, that's a big ask.
Too bad. Get to it.
There
are a lot of games. There's a lot of NES games, SNES games as well, but there are a ton of games that I was very young when they came out. I wasn't born when they came out. I was too young to be interested.
Cave Story.
I played Cave Story. It's very good. They re-released that on Switch.
Oh, that's right. Damn it.
It's very good. Go play it if you like that game.
That game, yeah.
Games like it. I think that it would be awesome to be able to play a lot of those games legally. You can't. Of course, there are a lot of them that you can play because of various platforms, but a lot of them you can't, or they're very hard to find.
Yeah, I definitely would agree with that.
And a lot of this also has to do with ROMs and emulators, etc., and so on. But that again is not what this episode's about. I would like to be able to give them a few bucks legally to go play their game, and that's what I think. Remasters, re-release. How many times are we going to say this? Re-releases, remasters, and remakes. That's why they're so good.
Yes, it doesn't just dial into the nostalgia factor.
Although it does big time.
It does. I'd say it's it dials into it a pretty good bit.
They should remake every game in the style of Pokemon Leaf Green.
Like across the board.
They should make every game look like an SNES game.
Okay, I'll
Down.
I'll give it a chance. But if I don't,
Dude, release Friends of Mineral Town on the Switch. Boom.
ooh, that'd be pretty good.
That'd be poggers.
That is the best Harvest Moon game.
That is the best. That's the best Harvest Moon game. Yes.
Yes, I agree. That's good.
Also, re-release all the good Paper Mario games
Yes, that would.
and all the good Mario and Luigi RPG games. Boom.
Now that I'm thinking about it, damn, Nintendo is really bad at this.
Well, they're not really bad at it. I would argue that they're really good at it.
They just
Because they know they wait till your mouth gets a little dry from that nostalgia, and then they spray a little bit of nostalgia juice in your mouth and let you like swirl it around in your mouth for a while. They know exactly when your mouth is getting dry, baby.
Yeah, it's definitely true. In this anime I was watching, this fighter for Nintendo. No, here.
Okay, we were talking about dry mouth and
No,
fluids and
no. This
I've seen a couple anime.
yes, this fighter.
My computer's about to die. I'm just gonna close it.
Fair enough. This fighter in this anime I was watching, Keegan Ashura, I can talk about it now since the episode for subtitles is out, but they have a fighter, and he's a big old boy. He's a gamer, and he wants
I
to...
thought you were gonna say he was a gangster, and I was about to go watch the show. He's a 1930s gangster.
There is a gangster in there, though. Anyway, but this guy basically wants to... He's like, I had to stop gaming to come to this stupid fight for this company that has trapped me in their world.
Now, when you say he's a big old boy, you mean
he's probably 500 or
he's
600.
fat?
He's probably 500 or 600 pounds, and probably...
I literally just fell out of my seat.
And he's probably almost 7 feet tall.
What?
Yeah, he's a monster.
So he's not that fat.
No, he's just a monster.
So he's buff?
I guess under the overalls, man.
Wait, what?
I'll have to show you a picture after the podcast. It's
How many
hilarious.
gamers, how many stereotypical gamers out there wearing overalls?
I don't know,
He's
man.
like, I like to wear my diaper underneath, and I take it off with a quick whip. I just whip it off my butt into the garbage can, and my mom comes and picks it up.
If you want to reach out to the podcast on Twitter, you can at a dialogue tree. That's also going to be our Instagram, a dialogue tree on Instagram. If you want to reach out to Ryan on Twitter, it's going to be at Ryan Divisions. If you want to reach out to me on Twitter, it's going to be at Oswaylock. As always, all these things are going to be in the description. You can also subscribe to the show wherever you listen to podcasts.
iTunes.
Spotify, Pandora, etc., and we would awesomely appreciate it.
Awesome.
Yeah. If you would leave us a review on iTunes, 5 stars, let us know whatever you think about the show. Just make sure it's 5 stars. You can write whatever you want on there. That'd be great.
Yeah, also when you email us or message us or anything like that, if you want to, let us know any topics. Tell us what your favorite re-release, remake, etc., so on. Tell us what your favorite is. Tell us one that you would like to see. Tell us if you don't like them. That would be interesting as well.
Yes, that'd be
We
really
also
cool.
have YouTube where we post all this garbage and can leave a comment about the same things I just asked.
Correct.
Also, you can leave a like. Of course, notification. Apparently, I don't know if that helps or not. The YouTube is garbage. Don't watch it.
I don't, yeah, I don't do that
It's
job anymore.
literally just a podcast. You don't watch it. What am I
Exactly.
talking about?
You got to film it. So, our email, adialoguetree@gmail.com. It's going to be it.
What's
What else?
wild and out?